together. Just put the paddle on top of your head like that, and then move your arms right and left, or your hands right and left, until your elbows are at about 90 degrees. Like that. That's a good spot there. Okay, don't go off too far. And then take the paddle off your head. Again, paddle like that. And you notice that you create sort of a rectangular shape. It's not always there when you're paddling. Okay, so we don't paddle like this. We don't paddle like this. A little bit of a bend. So when we're doing our forward stroke today, we should be doing a lot of. There's two things I want you to think about. When you start, reach your arm as far forward as it goes, right? Put the paddle just underneath the surface of the water. You're going to grab the water with that paddle, and then rotate your upper body and punch forward with the soft hand. So it's more, so once you do that, the hand is extended, pop the paddle on the other side, grab the water, and punch forward. So the idea is more of a forward punch rather than a bottom pull. You know, pulling with the bottom hand, punch, grab the water, punch forward, grab the water, punch forward. That's not a very aggressive stroke, it's like a technique you want to use. To go backwards, exactly the opposite. Put the paddle behind me as far as it goes. We never twirl our paddles through our hands, so use the back of the blade just underneath the surface of the water. Push the water forward, run your hand alongside the kayak, and that makes you go backwards. It stops you from going forward anymore. If you're going to run into something, you have to do that because there aren't any brakes in kayaks. The rudders, everybody has a rudder in a kayak. You guys are the engine, remember? And then who's ever in the back of the double and in the single, if you want to go left, push a little left. If you want to go right, you push a little right, right? But don't try to, imagine your toes on the steering wheel of a car. So when we go down the road, we don't do this with the steering wheel to go straight. So don't play around with your pedals so much. Just little minor corrections, right? If it's going to go, if it's veering off to the left, you bring it back to center. It's like you're driving, right? But if you do want to turn, you can do a big left turn. Just push your left foot. It's like turning the wheel of a car. But when you're done turning, you have to bring the wheel back to center. So that means the same thing with your feet. You have to put your feet back to center when you're done your turn. It is not a very windy day today, so you'll notice that you probably don't use your rudder so much. It's just there to help you go straight. Because you can use your paddles you can use your paddles to turn you around or direct you where to go, right? So if I paddle just on my left side only, the boat's going to go right, and vice versa. You can do what's called a sweep stroke. It's a nice big sort of half circle arch through the water, and that really helps turn your boat in the opposite direction. You can continue that with a reverse sweep stroke, and the boat will keep going in that direction, but the boat will stop, right? So if you don't want to stop, don't go backwards. Don't use backwards strokes. But if you want to stop and turn around, these strokes are great. One stroke on one side forward, one stroke on the other side backwards. You have to spin yourself around in a circle. In a single, you have to do that on your own. In a double, one person can do one stroke backwards, one person can do the other stroke forward. You can spin double around, right? So that's other ways. You can also use your paddle like a rudder. If the rudder's not doing for you, you can paddle along, let the paddle drift, give it a little push. Give it a little push. If you're a canoer, you would notice this is almost like what's called a J stroke, right? There's a little push. You can use your paddle like a rudder too. But the rudder's there to help you, so let it help you, right? If it's a bit confusing, just don't move your feet and use your paddle strokes to help you, okay? Keep your feet straight. Balance these boats are really simple. Doubles are really easy to paddle because they are very stable, but you still should think about how you sit in the kayak, especially in the singles, right? So we're kind of wearing the boats with our bottom half, bum on the seat, feet on the foot pedals. So when you get in the kayaks, try not rocking your hips like you're belly dancing, because the boat's going to do the same thing, right? Hips nice and stable. Try not to lean one side or the other, but keep the hips loose. Don't make sure they're not rigid. If the boat kind of rocks in the waves, kind of let the boat go. Let your hips kind of go with the boat. Right? Your hips are like the shocks in the kayak. Right? Upper body though should always stay nice and straight. Right? When we paddle, we never lean our head over to one side or dig our paddles down deep to paddle. Keep your head over your shoulders, shoulders over your hips, and rotate through your spine when you're paddling. Okay? Just like this. Any questions about that? In the single kayaks, if you happen to fall over by accident, in the doubles you should be falling over. That means you're fooling around. In the single kayaks, if you do it happens to fall in, it's okay. You're going to pop out, we'll get you back in. It's called an assisted rescue. It's very fun to see. If you want to see how it works, just fall in and I'll show you. But not in the doubles. I don't want to have to rescue them. No. These things are very stable kayaks. Like I said, you can fall asleep in them, but you should pay attention to your balance. Don't rock back and forth.
Both people fell asleep at the same time.
If both people fell asleep at the same time, we got tow belts. It's going to cost a bit extra, but anyway, it's almost like those tourist things back. Any questions? So we're going to have to get you guys on the water. We have these two slips here. We're going to go boat one at a time. We'll get your boat down. We'll pop the rudder in for you. We'll get you in. And we're going to launch you out the kayaks, right? So out the slips. So make sure you paddle backwards first. You'll notice that the wind's coming almost directly right at us. So you want to get away from the dock. Your first few strokes will be get you in.
So for group one, okay, we have.
Why do you have pink one?
Okay. Is that everybody now? Yeah, you can get on small ones. So each they do have small ones, right? Don't push. Scratch on watch it.
Okay, put your left toe forward now. Right hand forward. You don't press that far. Who doesn't have long pivots for them yet?
Double? More like a push up, sort of a gas pedal in the car. So you don't push your whole foot, just to push the top off. Like that.
We also need
Oh, 17 people, so one person can't go in a double.
Everybody go like
Correct to the left. So if you're paddling along and you think you're both going to the left too much, put your paddle behind you to the right, push it away. And so your paddle acts like the rudder. So it's almost like you had a foot pedal. So if I want to go left, I push left. Think about going left, I have to push left. Going right, I have to push right. So who's going to go in the back of the doubles? Who are my drivers? Load them into the water. Driver. Yeah. So you guys, you're the ones who, the people in the front, you just paddle. That's your only job. Yeah, you paddle, right? So in the back there, your paddles act like the rudder. Okay? So it's not fair just to sit there and go like this, especially if you have little kids in the front, because you still need to help paddle. But if you find, again, if you think your boat is going too far one way, put it on the opposite side, give it a push, right? So your paddle, it acts like the rudder. So,
I mean, when we hit it that way, like it would move other direction, like left.
yeah, so think about if I want to go left, I push on my left side. If I want to go right, I give a little push on my right side.
Right.
But try to make sure the paddle is as far behind you as you can, because that's where the rudders are located, right? They're right at the back, because they're more effective that way. So your paddles, to be more effective, you have to try to reach as far back behind you to give it the little push, right? So you see me, like my kayak doesn't have a rudder, it has this, I have to use it, so I use that stroke all the time to correct my direction too, right? So what we're going to do is we're just going to bring the boat down into the slip. You're going to have a seat, and then off you go, right? But if you have paddled canoes before, it's the same thing as paddling a canoe, except you're in a double kayak instead of a canoe, right?
Stay over here. Paddling. So just stay around here. So try to follow me.
I've seen people get in the doubles and they're like, I don't know what I'm like. You guys are fine. You're just keeping your feet still. Not just using it. Sometimes you get really confused. So I'm just like, move your feet down, but don't move your feet. Do you guys all work in CGI, or are there some partners here too? Are there like, you know, you don't work there? You're one of the partners? Goes away, but we had a little push in that. Alright guys, keep paddling. You don't have to go far this one. That's the thing about these kayaks is that they don't paddle themselves.
experts looks like.
No one in administration, no one from admin here or anything?
Yeah, see, my drive.
Yeah.
Thank you. No problem. So when you paddle, push your arm out. Where people have a problem usually is when they go back because they're tired and then they have to stay. But not very often. For me, I've only had one but I mean, I've seen it happen. It's when people start to fool around. Yeah, that's one, right? They get overconfident and then if you are just a beginner, be like a beginner.
You know this somewhere?
Annoying.
Canoeing. What's the difference?
John, what is the difference? Somebody like yourself, never been in a kayak, and look, no problem. In a canoe, not so much. It's a lot more technical. For a beginner. I did Oh, okay. We went through it. Oh, okay. If the water is calm, canoe can be fun. That's right. I think that day was then it's fun. But my son, we're the A team. You guys are slow. We've already done it twice.
It's not recording. I'm not recording.
No, it's resting time. Just rest.
Grab a drink of water if you have it.
Is Harmeet safe?
Yeah, he's here. How is
Yeah,
he?
he's dead.
Okay. Send the pic to him.
How is he?
Yeah, here.
Yeah, he's fine.
Bro, enjoying your swimming
No.
kayaking? Yeah. Who would know?
Well, we can.
I uttered the word finger.
And it's like, okay, who's missing?
That's okay, you
Well,
won't
that
hit
would
us.
be China.
There you go. Give us a smile at me. Oh yeah. Looking good. on the other side. Careful.
Hey guys,
How are you?
Hey, be careful. Make sure you get the water.
Yeah. Hey, be on the other side. Elsie, hit them.
I wanted to hit them.
No.
Yes.
There's no point in hitting. Both of us won't be having a boat then. Want that to happen? Why? Don't you want to go back? Then?
No.
How are you feeling?
Quite right.
Right?
My pants are
Probably we'll get a video from you.
So that's the end of the ocean.
Okay.
Oh, is it not ending there?
It is the end.
Yeah.
You're able to manage.
that's a gray seal. I think. It's very big.
ಇದೆ ನೋಡು ಇಂಥ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿದೆ ಮಾ ಬೇಡ ಅಪ್ಪಿ ಇಂಥ ಬೇಡ ಬಿದ್ದೋಗುತ್ತದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭಾರಕ್ಕೆ
Then push comes to shove, you will be getting one. See, he's going to look for a site for house.
Easy.
What happened to Captain? Captain became very calm. Captain's tired now. No, no way, come on. Herring, you know, mackerel, halibut, cod, many different types of fish. But not so much right here, more out in the open sea.
paddling today.
He's done all the work.
He has been doing since yesterday.
Yeah, he's been doing all the work. I did not have to do anything.
He practiced a lot. I have to row it back.
Alright guys, if you can hear me, listen to the sound of my voice. I just need to give you some instructions to land on the back of the dock. So, there's only 2 slips to take the kayaks out of, so please don't all rush to go to the dock at the same time. Right? If you're first, you go first. If you're in the back of the line, you back. Right? So don't rush to the dock. Because then we have to go out, we got it out. When you get off, when you get out of the kayak, make sure you do slow because you've been sitting in the boat, your legs may be a little wobbly. Nice and easy. And then take your things, your paddle and your life jacket. Well, you don't have to take your life jacket, you're wearing it. But walk up the ramp, and then your paddle and life jacket, and you can walk up to the boathouse and then take the table on the left there.
What he's saying is that when we get back, we can only take the boats off at a time.
That's right. So you should not rush to the dock.
That's right. Unless you want to be first.
I'm fine.
No one's here.
I can relate to
I will be last.
They're really